Hello everyone. So in this lesson, we will be discussing some basics of Amazon Seller Central. Basically, we'll be looking at the back end of Amazon selling, how it looks like. So after registering our account on Amazon Seller Central, this is the basic interface that you guys will be getting right from the start. So basically there is this left side menu. We'll be discussing all these options one by one in basics and will be presenting you that what these mean. So this is the home. When you click on the Seller Central Europe, this is the interface you'll be getting, which shows your global snapshot kind of. So these are the sales. This the open orders. You can go and check your open orders from here. Buyer mess Any messages from your buyers you can check here. For Amazon wholesale, you can check your featured offer percentage, buy box percentage here. This is your seller feedback. So all these are some basic overview that Amazon lets you see on this home page. Important menus we'll be discussing in this lesson today, starting from catalog. So basically the catalog is our add a product tool in which we have different options of adding our products. So add a product is a simple. We'll be discussing one by one all the important features in this side menu. So whichever are important to us, we'll be discussing them. Okay, this is catalog, add a product. You come to this page. There are multiple options of adding your product here. For example, by search. uh, some are for Amazon wholesale and some are for Amazon private label purposes. So product images, product IDs, web URL, these all are used for Amazon wholesale purposes. Since we are doing Amazon private label, we'll be using this blank form here because we are creating a new listing that is not already present on Amazon's platform. If a listing is already present on Amazon platform, which means we are doing wholesale, we'll be using one of these options. So we just put the product's barcode here and it will show up. We'll go ahead and list that product, simple, just with one click if we are authorized for that. In blank form, it's also a simple to understand count. It's very intuitive. We just start here from the blank form and it's a basic overview here. As you guys can see, uh, first of all they'll ask you about product identity, so you can also use AI to just enter a few basics of your product, just small description in one or two sentences and upload images. Like for example, let's try to list a product. For example, I'm listing any product here. Let's pick up like anything from gardening. Let's, for example, complete 4-in-1 lawn food. So I'll just enter the basic here and let's use this image. So Amazon will pick up all the data automatically. Okay, this image is downloaded. Let's upload this image here just for the basic understanding. Let me check. Okay, so when you upload your images, 3 images and just a basic description of your product and click on generate, Amazon's AI will automatically generate the product listing page for you. It will also select the category for you and you'll just confirm, or if you want to change it, you can change it, and your first page is ready. Then you'll require UPC barcodes. If you don't have a UPC barcode, you can go with generic brand. Also here, if you don't have a brand registered, uh, you can go for generic brand and then continue to description. Description is automatically filled by Amazon here. You can put your product images here, simple as that. Then some more product details here. So you can go through this page and add your offer. As you can see, this is so let's just put any dummy number here and continue to add our offer. Here you can set your pricing, set your SKU name, and choose your fulfillment method as we discussed in previous lesson. Let's select our price. Condition is new. Price again and continue. Here some basic safety information. For example, our product is sourced from China. Any dangerous goods regulations are not, and this is it. Our listing is ready. So this is how you can create a private label listing. The two main issues that we face here are the brand name and external product ID, which is the UPC barcode. So UPC barcode we buy from GS1 UK. In our case, we buy a couple of barcodes or 5 or 10 barcodes from here. That's simple. And then for brand name, we actually, if we want to approve our brand from Amazon, we'll have to upload product images. We'll discuss brand approval in any next lesson. So that's a simple process of adding your product to your Amazon's catalog. Next up is add product via upload. This is for expert sellers or for sellers who are uploading hundreds and thousands of SKUs at a time. So this is not for beginners or new sellers. This is a complicated process of downloading a spreadsheet from Amazon and to uploading it again. And you enter all the product information in the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet automatically uploads here, and your product is shown here in manage all inventory. Okay, in catalog, then we are getting complete your draft. So if you have any, let's suppose we have this listing saved as drafts here, it will show up in our draft and we can complete it anytime later on. View selling applications are your brand applications. So if you are approving any brand from Amazon, those applications will show up here. Upload images is a dedicated menu for uploading your images, simple as that, and then upload and manage videos. So if you have any videos of the product, you can upload them here on. Most of these options, most of these menus are very self-explanatory and intuitive. So you just hover over them and you'll get to know already what this means. So in the inventory tab, the important options are manage all inventory. So when we click on it, all our products are shown here. As you can see here in this account, we have 25 listings, some active, some inactive. Here you can see all these products are listed here. Some have inventory available, some are out of stock, and all that. So here at a quick glance, you can view all your inventory, be it FBA or FBM. Just a simple overview. Then we go to fulfillment by Amazon inventory. So this is a dedicated page for FBA inventory with extra options, with extra uh, as you can see here. Let's go to the dashboard. All the options here are available for FBA inventory. So Amazon can recommend you based on their algorithm and based on their formulas that how much of your stock is remaining, how many days of inventory you have left, when you need to send inventory back to FBA. Then there are all these options available for FBA fulfillment. Now, which is why we as a new seller only always use FBA, because of the Amazon's management system. It's so robust, so modern that all these options are available, and everything is managed professionally at Amazon FBA. So this is just a quick overview. You guys will explore these yourself. As you can see, there's always a storage utilization ratio. So Amazon will be telling you how much storage you are using out of the allotted allotted storage you have. Then some opportunities, and then you can plan your inventory here. This is a dashboard, so all these options are then in detail here. As you can see in inventory, if you go to FBA inventory, you'll be on the inventory page where your SKUs, your SNs will be showing up here. So currently, as you can see, we have FBA listed, we have FBA listings showing up here. So these are all our 23 of them are FBA. Then on this page, as you can see, different options are being shown. Like for example, this one, we have sold this much units, this much revenue, inventory overview, how many are inbound, uh, on hand, reserved. So these are different states when you send out your inventory to FBA. These are the different states that they are in. Once they're active, they'll be showing up as on hand. So then the age of your inventory, here in one of our active ASINs, age of an inventory is 0 to 60 days, which is healthy. Then our FBA fee per unit. So in this, on this ASIN, we are being charged 3.5, 3 pounds of FBA fee, and some some of it is being charged in later on we'll be discussing this in product research. FBA fees we'll be discussing in our product research lessons. As you can see, here is a suggestion: restock 89 units in 13 days at FBA. So here we can change our pricing. So this is all just basic inventory management. Then we have a shipment options. We'll be discussing it in detail in our next lessons, because it's a dedicated lesson which can take 15 to 20 minutes. Basically, in shipments, we ship our inventory to FBA and print our labels from the Amazon Seller Central. Then we have some analytics, we have some unrelevant, less important options than here. Then in the pricing tab, we can check our pricing health. Basically, nothing too important here as well. Mostly used by Amazon wholesale sellers, because in Amazon wholesale, pricing up down matters a lot. In private label, most of the times we are at stable pricing and we are not using this tab at all. Then we have orders tab. We can manage our orders from here. Just a simple orders tab here. So if you want to see FBA orders, we click on this option here. If we want to see MFN, which is FBM, we just click on here. So this is all the orders that we have recently gotten. As you can see, all of them are showing up here. If you want to check any details related to the order, we can click on it, and this detail page will show up how many units, how many, what's the VAT scenario, how many taxes we are being charged, and is it shipped already to the buyer, what's the buyer address. If buyer have any issue, it will show up here as well. So this is just a simple orders tab. What orders are we getting here? Also, again, this page is used by FBM sellers because they always want to check on daily basis what orders they've got. In our case, it's FBA, so we are not concerned. It's just for a quick overview we can check, but Amazon is fulfilling our orders. As you can see, payment complete and shipped. So these are also, some are pending, some are payment complete, which means they've been shipped and payment has been cleared by the customer. So we just don't need to don't worry about stuff here. Then we have MCF orders. We already discussed what's MCF in our previous lesson. Then we have some reports. So some basic reports will be showing up here, that if you want to create a report of our orders for like last 7 days, last 2 days, last 30 days, how much orders we've got, we just request it here, and Amazon will give us a short report of all the orders. FBM. If you want to see all orders, FBA plus FBM, we just, if you want it in a form of a sheet, Amazon will provide it here. Then we have advertising. Advertising we'll be discussing in detail in a dedicated module. Stores management will be also discussing this. Growth opportunities, these will be also discussed in dedicated lessons, some of them. Reports, again, we'll be going through in detail what these reports means and how which reports are important to us. Payments, this is where our payments will show up from Amazon. So all the details related to payments, how many disbursements we got, withdrawals we got from Amazon, what's our current scenario here, how many are, what are, what fee we are being charged, how many we sales got refunded. All this stuff will be going on here. So we can check any date range, like for example, previous date range, we got a withdrawal of 726. Before that we got 777. All the details will be showing up here as it is. So just it will be a quick overview of our payment system. Again, this is all automated in FBA, so Amazon will automatically be releasing our payments time to time. Sometimes we can also manually request it, but if we go with automated system, it will be released to us for payment in 2 or 3 payments per month. So here are all the transactions that are going on in our account. Every single transaction will be mentioned here. So any FBA fee, uh, any extra fee, any storage fee, like related to any order will be showing up here simply. Then our statement will be showing up here. So if you want to generate our statement from Amazon, just simply select a date range and generate our statements here. Okay, next we have performance. So performance we'll be also discussing in detail in our next lesson. Basically, it's related to our account health, how our account is performing. Have you got any violations? Also remember that while doing FBA, we have to make sure the product is safe for the customer. And Amazon always wants to uh, make sure that the product you are selling in FBA is 100% safe for their customers. So they'll also be double checking if it's a kind of a toy, if it's a food, or if it's a chemical that you're selling. You'll have to provide all relevant safety documentations to Amazon to comply with their regulatory compliances and any sort of like regulations that you need to do. So everything should be prepared from day one. If you are going for such a product that can have any issue like this, you must have to be prepared. Any food safety documents, any chemical authorization documents, all will be showing up here. If you have any violation, it will be showing up here. Also, you cannot infringe on other products like uh, products that are patented actually. So if you have any if you infringe or if you violate, it will be showing up here and it will impact your account health, and it can eventually, if the violations are increased, it can eventually lead to suspension of your Amazon account. So this is all the health of your account. Basically, currently, as you can see in this account, we have zero issues. So next up, we have in performance, we have feedback manager. So the customer feedback is shown up here. Then the voice of customer. So these are kind of issues with customers. If customers are facing any issues in a listing, it will be showing up here. Like for example, this one, with this one, the customer feedback has been very poor, performance or quality not. So we can research and check out what's happening with this listing. Otherwise, if it's excellent, we have no action to perform. So this is just a basic voice of the customer, Amazon call it. So in this case, we have 3 very poor, we have good listings, we have excellent listings. We can research what's happening on this poor listing, why customer is facing issue, and we can resolve our product quality and improve our customer experience. Basically, this page is about customer experience. Okay, so next up we have apps and services. We don't use these much. B2B, we use them very later on in our journey. And then we have brand registry tools. We'll be discussing these in a dedicated lesson as well. What brand registry is and what tools are available when we register our brand officially with Amazon. Okay, so this was a basic overview of the Amazon Seller Central backend. This is actually the backend that we are seeing, and the front end will obviously look something like this. So whatever we upload on the backend, the title, the bullet points, the description, the images, they will be showing up here. And this is from brand registry tools, description images. So all of this will be showing up here on the front end, and then at the end, any reviews we get will be showing up here, obviously. So this was just a basic overview of Seller Central. You can go through each section here and research yourself as well that what actually this means. We have gone through a basic overview here. See you in the next lesson.